Question: how did I stop the Billy the Kid case hoax? Answer: on June 5, 2003, corrupt New Mexico Governor Bill Richardson announced his publicity stunt Billy the Kid case on the New York Times' front page. It faked Pat Garrett as a murderer who killed an innocent man for grave filler so Billy the Kid could escape as Brushy Bill Roberts, who Richardson would then pardon posthumously after DNA matchings. Complicit lawmen would exhume Billy and his mother, keeping secret that their graves were just tourist markers and Brushy was an imposter. Considering Richardson dangerous, I stayed incognito and hired the Kennedy Hahn law firm, which blocked the exhumations with local mayors, and I ghost wrote anti-hoax articles for journalist Jay Miller's Santa Fe column inside the Capitol. In 2005, Lincoln County deputies Tom Sullivan and Steve Cedarwall, under Sheriff Rick Verdon, faked getting shot Billy the Kid's blood DNA from an old carpenter's bench on which he'd been laid out, and dug up Arizona imposter John Miller for matching. But with the unmarked graves, they added an extra man. After a local reported them for grave robbing, I provided hoax information to the prosecutors, but Richardson and Arizona officials covered up the felonies. In 2006, I filed an American Academy of Forensic Science complaint against Dr. Henry Lee for faking DNA for the hoax, but they covered up for their media star. In 2006, I also made a RICO racketeering case with the FBI against Richardson and his conspirators, but U.S. Attorney David Iglesias killed it before his removal by President George W. Bush for shielding Richardson in other cases. In 2007, I began litigation for the DNA records from the lawmen Verdon, Sullivan, and Cedarwall. I won and proved Cedarwall had forged Lee's DNA records. In 2010, Richardson announced pardoning based on his so-called investigation, so I brought in the Garrett family to protest, calling Pat a murderer. In December of 2010, Richardson claimed history buff attorney Randy McGinn had coincidentally petitioned him to pardon Billy, but I exposed her to the AP press as Richardson's corruption case attorney. Then I brought in Lou Wallace's great-grandson, William N. Wallace, who threatened litigation. On December 31, 2010, his last day in office, face-saving Richardson announced he just learned Billy the Kid was an outlaw, so he couldn't pardon him.